Hello, Plannerets, coming to you live here from Sydney, Australia. It is Saturday, 7th of February, 9 a.m. I am going live both on YouTube and on Instagram. I'm just going to go live right now on Instagram. Press the button. I haven't done much planning for the last couple of days. I've been taking some personal self-care time off where I've actually done nothing. And that's the way to do it when your mind is a little bit cluttered. Instead of trying to catch up, it's always good to just slow down and take a breather. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to be catching up with my planner anyway. Why not take you with me today? So if you are here live with me, whether you are on Instagram, hello, or on YouTube, this way, say hello in the comment section or in the live chat so I know where you are also tuning in from, so then that way I can go and say hello to you directly. All right, so let's quickly have a look. All right, so let me know if the music is good, if it's going well. I am hoping that I am. Oh, okay. I don't think I am YouTube streaming at all, because I may have not put it in in whatchamacallit, in public mode. Marianne, what's going on with you? It is still very early for me. Hello, Tina. How are you? Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. So can you please let me know VA? I still have to know my state's abbreviations. So let me know, and then you can give me a nice little geography lesson at the same time. So bear with me. Let me see if I'm, actually public on YouTube, because sometimes when you go live and you just do an impromptu one, you don't press all the correct buttons. So bear with me. But yes, just like Tina, say hello. Let me know where you are tuning in from. As I said, it is Sydney, Saturday, 7th of February here. And this is what I'm on public. I'm public. I'm here. So I should be able to see people in the chat as well. All right, let's go. I think that I am on. All right, so what I'm doing today, like I said, pretty much my planner has been maybe touched a little bit here and there. Hello, Christians on yoga is VA is Virginia. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, so here in Australia we have states and territories, and it's the abbreviations is because I think we only have 7 states. And so we don't need to use up that many letters. So for me, it is, New South Wales, so NSW, and so that's pretty good. We have my wonderful friend Brenda coming in on YouTube. Hello, Brenda. Nice to see you. Let me just make this a little bit. Oh, no. Hopefully, you know how I always play around with things as I go. All right, so enough chit chatter. Now I am going to turn the camera off, maybe on Instagram, if you can see my little tiny face on the circle, if my internet does slow down. So I woke up for I'm going to take the music out of my ear. I woke up for a 6 o'clock Zoom. And so while I was waiting, I think when I did my mood log already, as you can see here, I missed Friday, and I couldn't find the washi tape that I used for this one. Did I put it away? Yes, I did. So bear with me. I'm going to just grab the washi tape that I'm using. And so, here we go. So these are the 2 washies that I'm using. I'm going to just, take the camera off the Instagram so then it doesn't slow my computer down. All right, so I was using a heart and this sort of like gold foil. So I'm thinking for here, instead of trying to catch up, because sometimes I know a lot of us get a little bit, upset with ourselves when we don't fill in, our planner pages. I think I'm going to do the hearts. But that's what washi tapes are for. Washi tapes are there to either cover the imperfectness or the blank pages. And that's what I'm going to do with my Friday mood log. If I can actually get it nice and straight. So I'm just using my precision tweezers. If you are on Instagram, say hello, but if you have access to your laptop or your computer or your TV, I am also streaming on the full desk view on YouTube. So if you want to get the full experience of the desk, because sometimes I know in the vertical of the Instagram, I might, be planning away and I'm not in camera shot. So I'll make sure that I am fully in camera. Hello there, Margie. Good afternoon or good evening. I'm here in Sydney and it's 9 a.m. So my husband and my youngest son have gone off to soccer. So soccer season has started again. And then my older one, he's still asleep. 18-year-olds, they wake up whenever. So I did my Saturday mood log. So in my Hobonichi weeks planner, so I've got 2 in this little one. I use the weekly spread. For those of you who are new to my channel, I use this for my mood logging. So I can tend to be have lots of anxious thoughts. So I'm not diagnosed with anxiety or anything, but I do get quite a bit anxious, and my moods will be very much up and down. And what I've found is when I do log my mood, I can see patterns, I can plan better, I can be more intentional. So if I'm having a low energy day, I can, be kind to myself and not put too much pressure on myself trying to do 20 things all at the same time. So I write down, how I'm feeling and why. And so I acknowledge it and figure out, oh, okay, that's why I'm all crappy this morning, or I'm tired, or whatever else mood and emotions I'm feeling. And then on this section here, I write down what is it that I can do today to make myself feel better. So for today's entry, I have today I will catch up on rest. So be kind to myself and not be going at 100 miles an hour. Get myself outside for a nice walk. Get my 200 skips in and be kind to myself. Oh, that's nice of me, because I know sometimes I get really, quite hard on myself and put so much pressure on myself. And so that's, now, do I do everything that I say I want to do to make myself feel better for the day? No, but the intention is there. And when you write it down, it's more likely to get done than not. And there's studies that show when you put pen to paper, or even typing it out maybe on your phone or notes or whatever, it helps retain the information. Oh, my camera just went off there. So it helps, what do you call it? You helps retain the information and signal to your brain, hey, this is important. All right, so that's the first. I've done that one. The other Hobonichi weeks that I have in here, so I just used the plastic cover, and because this one here is a soft cover and I did rip out a lot of the pages, this was a 2024 one, it's a little bit thinner, so I can put in 2 at the same time, and throughout anyway, this can stretch if it does get chunky. And this one I use for my movement tracker. So for the first, I'm given myself a 12-week plan. So for the first 4 weeks, well, really, yeah, first 4 weeks, it's really, I'm just tracking, am I showing up? All right, so am I showing up by having movement in my day, whether that's getting myself outside for a stroll or a walk, or an actual, intentional, little bit faster walk? Did I do my skip? So it's just a matter of a yes, no. That's it. No worrying about how long it is, the intensity, is it strength, is it, cardio? Did I move today? Yes or no? So for the first, from December 29th to 1st of February, apart from 3 days there from 5th to the 11th of January, you know, I did move. And so this is tracking, did I keep the promise to myself that I would, you know, add movement? Okay, and then of course we start here from 26th of January, and now we are here. And so far, yes, 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 I have been moving, and that's because I have given myself a 30-day challenge of doing 100 skips a day. And on from Tuesday, the 3rd of February, I've actually started to do 200 skips. Okay, so I've found that I can skip up to about 150, and then I get so tired and my legs feel so heavy. So now the goal is, can I do, you know, 200 skips without stopping, you know, intentional stopping, or so far so good, 150, and I am feeling it. I feel like my bones and my muscles are, I'm getting that, you know, the soreness, so which is good, you know, good soreness, not like any injury. And then here on this side of the Hobonichi weeks, so on the left, I've just divided the daily horizontal into 3 columns. So get outside, as you can see, didn't get outside. Am I doing my skips? Yes. And then I've just put a red, not red, a dot marker, you know, because I love color, and the act of marking things off is, for me, a dopamine hit that I've accomplished something. And then on the 3rd column here are the different types of extra workout, whether it's walk, run, interval, light, strength, didn't do, walk, run, interval. Okay, so again, it's not about getting it 100% perfect. It's just, you know, am I adding movement? And I think, I don't know, maybe this is just a one-off. I have to do a better tracking of it. But my blood pressure for since a long time has gone into the normal. So green is normal, yellow is mild, and then I think orange is moderate, which is not good. So I just I bought myself a at-home blood pressure monitor, and so green was good. So could it be? Could I be, you know, doing a lot of good work with my skipping? All right, so okay. Now, if you are, just to let you know, if you are on YouTube, I do have the ads on. Okay, so if you're going, I'm getting interrupted with the ads, it is on purpose, because as you know, as a content creator, and for those of you new to my channel, I am the main breadwinner of a household while my husband looks after my son's homeschooling, he's on the autism spectrum. So, you know, yeah, I have to have my ads on for me to be able to earn the, you know, the 5 cents that or the 2 cents that I'll get from the ads that you may see. So bear with it. You can do a skip when it's on there, but hopefully it's not too annoying. But yeah, so just to let you know, it is on purpose and it is for a reason. All right, so I appreciate that your patience when they do come on, but just think, it's a lovely way for you to support me if you are a plannerette of mine. All right, so the blood pressure, yeah, I'm pretty happy. That was on Thursday. I'll have to see. And that could be too, my heart rate could be good as well, is because I have been taking some rest. And the rest, it does equate to, you know, me not touching my planner for a little while. Okay, so the next one is my Hobonichi original. Again, if you are joining on Instagram, hello, please say hello in the chat where you are tuning in from. If you are a new viewer or new follower, or, you know, been lurking for a while and this is your first time saying hello. And of course, you can watch me straight on YouTube on the full desk view, horizontal or landscape. So here we are, let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, yesterday. Yeah, I took a nice, it wasn't an intentional rest. I think it was because the first few days of the week, I had a few different things on, and it took a toll, whether it's cognitive, your brain power. Where's my scissors? This is my pen style scissors. Um, and, my anxious mind took a hit. And so instead of trying to work through it, and, it's like as if we forget that sometimes our emotions and our mental well-being go through the same pace as we do physical action. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit better. Okay, that's a little bit better there. I'm going to take me off again, off the camera on Instagram. Hello and goodbye on just the camera. I'm still here. It's just that it is taking quite a bit of a toll on my lovely computer, and it's slowing it down. No, today's not Friday. Let me cut Friday here. So I'm just gonna put that here. So we forget that we also, put our emotional and mental capacity through a good workout. If you've got a project at work or at home, or you're trying to manage children, or you're trying to if you've got different family news that have come up, that it took your emotional well-being took a toll. We also need to rest our emotion part of ourselves, or the mental. And so, because when you are when you get different news of different things throughout the week, you are putting your mind and your heart, trying not to worry. And so your brain goes into, or your whole body goes into survival mode, because it's like fight, flight, or freeze. So the act of trying not to worry about when some news come up, and you try to keep yourself positive, that is like running, right? That is like running. And so so you got to have a rest for it, for your mind and your heart to recover. You need to have a rest. Let me go get my Apple Watch. I can look at the weather on my phone, but let's go have a look at what the weather is like today, because I like to put the weather on my planner. So today is cloudy, 22 to 31 degrees. So I'm going to use my little icon sticker. Okay, so this is from Square Lime Designs. She's on Etsy. And okay, so it is, what did I say? 22 to 31. Let me know what the weather is like where you are. I know some of my US friends, you guys are cold and snowy. Is it really, really cold? Let me know what the weather is like. Okay, so I'm just here for my Hobonichi Original, which is A6 size. This is where I do my daily planning. So I just used a washi days of the week. So this particular one, where I bought it from, it's an Australian shop, online store. I don't think they have this one, but if you just put, days of the week washi tape, then you'll be able to find something similar in different font or design. And because this one, as you can see here, hello Irene, nice to see you, the budgeting mama. Thanks. Ooh. Okay, so let me just take, I won't change that. Okay. What's going on? Okay. Oh, don't tell me that's stuck on there. Let me just delete it. Okay. How are you, Irene? Thank you for popping by. So this washi tape, what I did is I just cut the excess. So then that way, when I lay it on my planner page, you don't get the excess washi. Just sort of like a nice clean finish to it. Okay, so then the way I use my daily planner here, I don't use the time block area. You know, it's traditional because it's, well, it's the weekend. So I'm just going to see what I look like on the okay. So where are we? What are we trying to do? Oh yes, I'm going to put on that side, I'm going to use it as a today's priorities. So I use two different size felt tip pen. We have a thicker one and a finer one. So I use the thicker one to do the today. Let me see, why isn't it, is it going to go and focus a little bit? Oops. Stop that. Okay, so just my own, you know, what do you call it? Cursive writing. So today's, and then the finer one. So for, I might see if I can, let's go, if this will go into here. So Margie says, for me in California, it is currently 76 degrees Fahrenheit. And Irene says, in Texas, it is 80, nice and sunny. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that it's nice and sunny where you are, Irene. I love it. I love it. Yes, yeah, so here, February in Australia is the last month of summer, the summer season. Today's priorities. Okay, and then let's see. Well, I need to for sure get myself outside because I haven't got myself outside. Get outside. Okay, hello for my lovely those who've joined on Instagram. Nice to see you. I need to do my 200 skips. So I am so proud of myself that I have not missed a day of skipping as part of this 30-day challenge that I gave myself. So I'm actually participating in a short form video content, you know, challenge with Pat Flynn. So he's on Instagram, on YouTube. He has a podcast as well. I'm trying to look, I'm looking for the lid and I have it in my hand. So that's the lid of my pen stylus scissors. So then it locks it, and then, so then especially if you know, move about and you need a pair of scissors that you can pop into your pencil case, then that's nice. It doesn't take up too much room, and it what you call this, it doesn't poke you. Let me see if I can pop my Amazon. I think it is in my Amazon storefront. Okay, so this is on YouTube. I'll put my Amazon US storefront affiliate link. So if you check out, I think this is under stationery and tools. Okay, so what else? I like to do about you know, one, 2 to 3 top priority. And so if I am, let's say later this afternoon or later today, you know, my brain is hijacked by all the worries and all the things that come up, you know, as a mom, as a content creator, just as a 51-year-old, you know, if that does take over and I get sad or low or, you know, not a lot of energy, then I can go, look, if I can just get 1, 2, or 3 of the top priorities done and, you know, and nothing else, then it is a win. For a lot of us, we look at our to-do list and only see the things that we didn't complete, yet we don't celebrate all the other stuff that we've completed. And if we complete one of our top priorities, we should say that is a great accomplishment, depending on, you know, what your energy and what your capacity is for that day. So let me see. Oh, I gotta go and schedule my live streams for YouTube. Okay. So most times I do my top priority for the day, either the night before or the day of. You know, there's no set rule for me. I don't mind. Let me know. When do you set up your? Let me make sure I'm on what do you call it? Focus. What was I going to say? When do you do your planning? Do you like to do it the night before or the morning of, or you're free like me? And then with the thicker felt tip, I just like to create a nice border, because, you know, making things pretty in your planner, according to James Clear's The Atomic Habit, make things pretty. Why am I not on, what do you call it? Focus. Focus it. Focus. 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 Let me see. Spot focus. Hopefully. Okay. One of the things he says to make a habit stick, whether it's a new habit or it is a habit you want to get better at, there are 4 laws of behavior change. For things to change, you should do, you know, for these, according to his book, 4 things. Make it easy, make it obvious, make it satisfying, and make it attractive. So if you ever wonder, you know, why is it that we love embellishing our planner pages? You know, it's one of the things is it helps us create a better habit of planning intentionally. Okay, and then what I did is I just used N95 Tombow gray, and then I used that for what you call it, drop shadow. Okay, so it's very subtle, but it just makes the that little box frame pop off the page. And then even if, you know, another little embellishment, it's not a necessary, but again, it makes it look pretty. Okay, so that one is just like little peg, you know, embellishment. And then on my daily, I have this block of stamp. How do you feel? I wonder why it's not zooming in properly. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I've got everything. Focus, cancel. Okay. All right, so I've got my block of stamps. It has, how do you feel today? So again, the place I purchased this at no longer has this specific one, but if you do check a, you know, mood stamp, then you can find variation. Some of them are like individual blocks. This one I like because it all comes in all the little emoji comes in one block. Now here's a little thing that I like to do. Can you see here I penciled in the edge, so here, and then at the bottom. So then if I want to know exactly where this ink will, you know, start, or this stamp will finish, and then if I need to align it on my paper, all I got to do is line this edge to wherever, maybe, you know, if I wanted to have it next to this spot, then I'll make sure I don't go beyond that. So if you ever have any, you know, block of stamps, and, you know, you want to line it up nice at the bottom of a page or make it parallel to the side of the page, just grab your pencil and then just make a pencil marking like that. Let me know if that's something you do, or do you use stamps in your planning? Let me know. Say me in the live chat if you use stamps in your planner. Okay, so my page here is a little bit this, I've got stuff at the back of my book, so sometimes I don't imprint it well enough. But what I do, if and then the ink that I use is, this is a Versacraft, I think Sodomame little daubers, okay, and then they come in different color sets. So I just pick the primary colors one, and I need to probably, you know, just add some ink into that because it is, I feel that it's running dry. Okay, so if you do get, let me move my my keyboard. Do I need it? I don't need it. Okay, so if you do, you know, it doesn't print properly, I just grab a pen and just continue the line, or make it darker. Nobody's gonna know. All right, and then the way I use the mood stamp in my planner, Thursday, I think it was a meh kind of day. So because this has a 5 emoji, it matches with my mood tracker and the way I log my mood for the day. And so here, as you can see, as you can see here, I've got green is a great day, orange is a good day, yellow is a meh kind of day, blue is I'm tense or I'm anxious about something, and then pink is when I am sad or angry. So as we can see, Thursday was a meh kind of day. It was either neither here nor there. Whoa, I can't even you know, talk. So I'm gonna color that in as yellow. So it wasn't good. It wasn't as good or it wasn't bad. It's just nondescript, you know. And so I color, that's how I use that little mood stamp on there. Okay. So then here we are. Okay, Saturday, I've got that. And then I will just write out any other tasks that do come up or that are known. So let me see if I can check out my, what is this one called? The Hobonichi Cousin. So I am going to go and have a look at my weekly spread. And so Saturday, there's really nothing there. So although I have to newsletter, I need to go and send out a newsletter. I have been slack with my newsletter. So maybe let's use a sticker. So this is a Filofax pocket organizer, the Malden in pink. I store my Kina print stickers in here. So I buy the digital version and then print it on sticker backed paper. Okay, just packaging paper. This is an Avery one, and then use my silhouette cutting machine to cut out the stickers or the top part of the sticker. So let's see, I'm going to go and I need to, some of these have images that fit well with what I need to do. Is there an email one? Let me have a look. I think I've used up all the email. Okay, so although I did create my own icon stickers. So this one is the Filofax original in midnight. So do I have, so I just got my, you know, little different icons and then printed them, and then I use my silhouette cutting machine for it to whatchamacallit, go and cut it to the dimension of a pocket inserts. And then let's see, do I have, there it is, I've got an email icon. So let me grab one of those. So yeah, again, adding fun little stickers to your planner will make it, you know, make it nice and pretty. Okay, so send out newsletter. Okay. Whoops. I was on the wrong screen. I think I'm all right. So there we go. Send out newsletter. And then what else do I need to do today? I need to do, I've been doing lots of decluttering, going through all of the drawers and boxes of old clothes. And so I know there is a Kina Prints sticker that I printed for decluttering. Okay, so this one is cute, sort of like a declutter. I'll grab that, and then I'll add maybe I've got lots to declutter. Maybe just sort through, tidy up dining table, because it has a lot of my stuff in it. Okay, tidy up there. Let me see, I've got my 100 skips. What else do I need to do? Oh, I need to go buy 2 times iPhone cable chargers or charger cables. Okay, and I think, oh, I need to go clean the bathroom. The bathroom sink is a bit of a mess. So that one, I know that there is a cleaning, this is a cute one for wiping. So I'm going to use that icon, that little sticker. So Kina Prince is on Instagram, and she has a website that she does sell actual physical stickers of these as well. So then let's pop that in here. So I like to make my stickers so then they're all not one after or aligned. I'll put it here. So then it sort of like balances the page. So clean bathroom sinks plus mirrors. Okay, so there we go. So that's my, so far I think that's top of mind that I have in my head. Okay, so then for this Friday one here, I didn't plan anything, so let me show you the fun things that I like to do. But let me clean up my desk for the moment, because a clean desk helps you with your brain. Let me just put some stuff away. So we start from a nice clean, even though a lot of the pens and markers that I use, I'm going to use them again. But when I every time I do a new section of the planner, I like to have a nice clean slate, because then it's signaling to my brain, hey, okay, if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's all right. We can clean as we go, clean as we go. All right, so then that one there. Okay, so if you find yourself with a blank page like this and you don't want to have one, I like to just grab a nice sort of like a thicker marker for a border. Again, you don't have to. You can leave it blank. Sometimes leaving pages blank can also help train your mind that it's okay to have blank pages. But what I like to do is I like to go and just create something pretty on the page, and it's as simple as putting a nice little border. See, even if it's not straight, that's actually, look, see, that's good. It's training your mind that things don't have to be perfect for it to look pretty. Okay. Whoop, my iPad thing battery is gonna die. Why is it gonna die? It's because it's using up so much power. Okay, let me just make sure I put that over here, because if that dies while I'm in the middle of something, I may not find the page. And then this one I'll put over here. Okay, and then this one, close that off. So I'm going to turn that off. So that's probably also, it's taking up a lot of my computer's power. All right, so then I've just done a nice little border. If I wanted, I can do that little peg-like thing at the top. I like to do maybe 2 of them on one side, okay? And then maybe this one, all right? And then I'll grab my gray marker and create a, because this one N95 Tombow Dual Brush Pen, it's one of the lighter ones that I have, okay? This is what I have that I have on my Tombow stash. One go is not dark enough. It doesn't give enough of a pop on the page. Okay, so then I use that as shadow, box shadow, drop shadow it's called. Okay, so you can leave it at that. And then the other thing is, let's have a look. I've got my box of stamp that I took over with cables that I didn't know where to pop them. Let's pop that there. Which one do I want? Which stamp do I want? I think maybe that one. Okay. So then, instead of trying to maybe back plan, is that what they call it? Plan, and put too much pressure on yourself to fill out a page because, you haven't trained yourself yet to be okay with a blank page. Okay, so you can then just embellish it with stamps. Okay, and then I'm gonna go grab, let's do this green, and then just color in the leaves. Let's color in the leaves here, and let's do a nice blush. So, that green was 192. Okay, so just sort of like a cool tone green. And then this one is blush 772. And then we can then color or if you don't have stamps, just grab your pencil and just look, it's just a simple stems and a couple of petals and what do you call it? Leaves. Words, find them, Marianne, find them. And then I just grab a baby blue fine tip pen, okay? And then I will just trace the lines. Normally my head would be right over it, but if I do that, you'll see the top of my head on the camera. And the way I position my camera, it's a little bit further out, so I have to have my desk, my planner, a little bit far away from me on the desk, so I'm not right over it. But then I just go and trace the lines that's already on there. Okay, so it's very subtle, but it gives a nice effect. So when you are flipping your pages and you don't want to stare at blank pages, all right, you can just, and then you don't have to pick baby blue. Okay, you can pick whatever fine tip gel pen that you have. If purple is your favorite color and that's going to bring you joy when you flip the page, then do whatever color you want. And so what I'm doing is I'm just I'm not lining the around the flower stamp. The other thing you can do as well is, if you didn't want the fine line, you can use a highlighter. Okay, you can go and use and just color every second line of whatever blank page you have. And it doesn't have to just be for the blank page, of course. It can be for any frame that you want to create. Okay, so then you can create your own little notepad-like frame. But I like to do this baby blue because it reminds me of the notebooks or exercise books that we used to have, you know, at school. And so it just brings back nice memories for me. It's, you know, it's quite nostalgic. And at the same time, guess what you are doing when you're doing this? You have to concentrate. So then you're, you know, you're lining up exactly on top of the line. So guess what you're focusing on? You're focusing on the now. You're focusing on this moment where it is right now. Whoops, I missed that line. Not the past. Not worrying about the future. Just this moment. And this is a nice little mindfulness activity. It slows you down, signals to your brain there is no threat, at least in this moment. No stressing out, at least in this moment, okay? But it gives your brain time to breathe. You know how when you are walking up the hill and you have to sort of like stop for a little bit, catch your breath? This is equivalent to that, especially if your mind has been going 100 miles an hour, trying to juggle everything on your to-do list, trying to juggle everything that's on your mind. Okay, there we go. Doesn't that look pretty? Right, very simple border, a stamp, or if you have stickers that you haven't used because you go, oh, I don't want to use them, right? Or I don't know where to use them. Have a look at any of your blank page that might have popped up. Let me show you. Look at this one here. So here I put a couple of stickers down. Here I used my, I had a nice quote, right? Clarity is freedom. Oh, let's go color that one in. Okay. So yes, you know, it would be great if we can use our planner each and every day, all the pages. But, you know, sometimes that's not realistic, especially when, you know, other important things will come up, like rest or slowing down and taking time for yourself. So you can have a nice little quote, pop pictures, you know. Here I didn't use half the page, so again, I gotta go and put the good old red margin. So I just get a red pen. Again, if you want it to be, you know, nice and straight, you can use a ruler, but once it's on there, look, you know, it looks, the organicness of it makes it, you know, uniquely you. Okay, so if blank pages, because I know for a lot of us, you know, beginning of the year, we're gung-ho, we plan away. Look at that. And then just you can even have, just write 3 little words. Great date night. What's this? Nice rest day. Okay. And so look, it even looks like the time blocking of this one looks like, you know, the little hole punch of the notebook. Okay. So there's my Saturday. So yesterday I didn't touch my planner. Today I did. And then the other things that I would do, you know, as I plan for today is flip through the other pages and have a look at what didn't get completed. So I need, oh, there you go. So I need to go and get my medicine, my top up. So buy blood pressure medicine. Okay. And so with the things that were not completed the day before, I will now just put a little forward arrow, or, you know, the greater than symbol. So then I could, that's sort of like when I'm looking at that, I'm going, no, okay, I didn't do it that day, but I've migrated it. So I need to schedule brain dump and quiet. So that's my top priority there. So then I can just do another greater than. And what I like to do, once I've completed, not mean, you know, completed as in fulfilled each action, but like I've crossed it off if I didn't do it, or if I've forwarded or migrated it, I like to use a nice little symbol for myself. I will use my Hobonichi basic stencil, and I like to use the little star. And just at the top, in the little corner, I will go and put a little star to say that I have checked everything on this page. So I no longer need to, you know, double check it. So that's just my little symbol to say I've done it. Everything's, you know, I've looked into it. And so as you can see here, all right, so let me see. Over here, yep, I don't need to go and look at those pages. So this one doesn't. So as I can see, there's three things that's on here that I need to do. Okay, so this one, instead of carrying it forward, because then instead of rewriting these for, let's say, you know, for today, they're not top priority, but I don't want to forget to do them. So I'll grab my, you know, a sticky note flag. Hello, the Paper Brick Road. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate that. Yeah, so it looks lovely when you just a simple old lines and a border and a drop shadow. So then, yeah, so for any incomplete task on previous days that I still need to do, but don't necessarily need to do them for today, instead of rewriting them, I will just grab myself a sticky note flag. These ones are colorful ones, but I don't need to have a particular color. And I'll just put that there. So then that flag will protrude out. Okay, so then I'll go, ooh, what's that flag for? And then I will see some of the incompletes and then check to see if it's something that I can action today or schedule for later on in the week, on the new week. Get to new iPhone. So I've already written that for today. So I can just put that as I've moved it forward. Video, how to measure the right length. Yes, I've done that one. And then cool. So everything on this page I've ticked off, or I've crossed off or moved forward. And then I'm going to do my little star symbol. So yours could be just a nice little dot. So this was a little tip that I got from someone I was watching on YouTube, and I didn't go and you know, take note of their name at the time. Margie, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you being here. Need to go, have to take the dogs to get their yearly vaccines. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful weekend if I don't see you, but I'll see you in the weekly brain dump session, your Saturday, my Sunday. Thank you. Bye-bye. And Irene says bye-bye as well. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, so this one, you can put it just a little dot, whatever will make sense for you. So then when you're flipping back through your planner pages, you can go homeschool. Here we go. There's a sticky note flag in here. So when I do my end of week brain dump, these are the things I can look for to see if I can action them in the new week or the new day, or do is it still important? or can I move it back later on, maybe in March? So there are a few things on here. But apart from that, I think all the other pages, January should be fine. I should have that all have little stars on them because I did an end of month check of my planner pages. So now I know I can allow my brain to rest and not stress about are there any things, any important things that we were supposed to do that we need to remember. So give yourself system and shortcuts or ways to make it easier for yourself to note. So I don't need to ever look at January pages for anything that I may have missed of things to do or things to follow up, because I would have done that as an end of month planner checkup. All right, but for this week, okay, so Sunday, I've got a few stuff there, and then all the other weeks. So now I've got this big page here that is empty. I could either go and, make a nice little box like that, but I'm just going to leave it. Maybe later I might find a nice quote or a nice sticker, or how people are doing junk journaling. Maybe if there's a nice sticker or packaging thing that you find. I know that Hobonichi, they had these nice little pamphlets that came with it, so if there's anything on there, like I could cut that up and then glue it on there. So if I ever find myself feeling a little bit and I need to do something, sometimes to break yourself out of a procrastination or a little glitch, you might be having a little glitch in your day, and you need to find yourself an activity that is not gonna put too much strain on your cognitive thinking, where it's an easy task, it's an easy win. Filling up the blank pages of your planner page with something fun and cute could be the thing to snap you out of a procrastination, or where you're feeling lost like me in the last couple of days, unsure of what I'm doing. I don't know whether that's just the perimenopause, changes of hormones, or whatever it is, right? I've embraced that that's the sort of things that happen to me, that I will feel those feelings. And so what do I do in those instances? And some of the ways is doing and finding something that is creative and a simple, just flipping back on your page and go, oh, I'd like to embellish that page. And then that could actually be that small little breathing room that you can do for yourself, that can help you regulate, right? If you're like me, whose emotions can go up and down so many times in the day, that's a great way for you to go and help find something for yourself that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel good. It's not too much pressure. There's not a lot of thinking involved, okay? So that is what I did today. Thank you for hanging out with me as I caught up on my planner pages in my Hobonichi Weeks, Cousin, and the original. I feel better now because now I have a little guide for the rest of my day. But again, please note that if you are not feeling well later in the afternoon or later in the day, if you can do one of your top priority, and at least one of those top priority should be you-centered, shouldn't just be all task, something that makes you feel good, taking a bath, going for a walk, calling a friend, putting a timer on, spending 15 minutes, and just no guilt scrolling through your reality TV gossip. Okay? Give yourself permission to enjoy your day. Brenda says, love it. Thank you, Brenda, and I appreciate you, and hopefully I can see you in the live chat this week for our brain dump. For those of you who want to know what our membership here on YouTube, if you're Instagram, pop on over to YouTube, follow us there, but click the join button just to see what the perks are for the different levels of membership stuff, where we catch up even more so to help us be part of a community. Because sometimes all you need is a nice little friend to know that, hey, I'm not alone. Thank you, Irene. Thanks for keeping me company while I clean the kitchen. Hope you have a good day and hope you have a wonderful day too. Thank you, everybody. See you around. If you're watching this on replay on YouTube, say hello in the comments section. Bye, everybody. Bye bye.